The spearhead of the Kalaman army, having escaped the Dragon Army camp, made for Heart's Hollow, and made new allies there, as well as turning over the bronze dragon egg. There they left with a new guide to help them navigate the wastes. On their trip back to the main army force, a midnight escapade was had, with none other than Ahkviri seeking out the knight Matthias Blackstrand. It would seem that not all is well within the Dragon Army, and there is some backstabbing within the hierarchy. They have been sent on a quest to deal a blow to another red dragon, the son of Saurkrostun. Now they head northwest, hoping to find this young wormling.
So, you guys have been traveling now for a few days. You would guess at least 2 days more travel before you reach the Rust Caves itself.
Yes.
If I recall correctly, did you start your long rest, or did you...
No, we had just
started it, and Karnax had finished because he had encountered Ezra.
That was a while ago, Sam.
That was the previous night.
Yeah. We had just gotten to where we were going to camp.
Yeah. So you're going to make camp again. So who will be taking watch this time?
I'll take first watch.
Are you sure about that?
I mean, you don't need watches because you have the troops with you.
No,
If you choose.
Watch, I'm taking first watch.
Yes, Durval Karnax takes first watch.
Fine. I'll take second.
He insists upon it. But I will camp on the outer edge, like usual.
The rest of the watches will be left to the guards.
Mm-hmm.
Karnax. Yep.
He sees
Double
it
check.
all.
Yes, he does see it all. But the real question is, what is it that he sees?
His finger.
His fingies.
Oh, no.
Not the fingies. It's more so a hear than a see, but you notice in the light of the setting sun what appear to be things flying in the distance on the horizon and headed your way.
Well, time to alert everyone.
How are you alerting everybody?
Well, first, I imagine there's other guards awake with me.
There are.
I'll inform them, and then we'll wake everyone necessary as we figure out what the situation is.
So it doesn't take long before the entire camp is once again awakened. And when you bring up the fact, the scouts that are with you recommend that anything that can fly should be avoided. And obviously, you should just try and cover up the camp and hide.
Of which I agree.
Camouflage.
Klystron thinks it's probably just some wild dragonels flying around. He's not too worried.
Or it could be the Dragon Army scouts on the dragon.
That would be cool to see.
No, it would not.
Well, actually, it kind of would be.
Karnax, do not encourage him.
And it was pretty cool.
Now we must conserve our strength so that we can face this red dragon.
Yep. Okay, going back to bed.
No, we're concealing the camp.
Yeah, we're concealing the camp. Tyler, you will help.
Fine.
If you choose to conceal the camp, it doesn't take too long before the majority of it's taken down or covered up, and they lead you down into some of the various canyons and chasms to avoid sight. You end up sitting for about an hour, and as they get closer, it was a Dragon Army Dragonel patrol. But they do not appear to have spotted you, and eventually fly on, out of sight. You'll just have to sleep an hour and to make up for the hour you lost. This is what happens when you're a small force behind enemy lines. You have to avoid the air patrols.
Yeah. Till we become the air patrol.
Might be a while before the army of Calaman gains an air force.
What are you talking about? We just have
Wow,
Karnak so prot.
Oh. Be the self bomber.
It's only a temporary air force.
I was just thinking that trying to on the other side to catch me.
But yeah, we'll get back to our camp.
Alright. The rest of your watch is uneventful Karnax, which leaves it to Druval.
Ugh.
A little sleepy.
Told you I was going back to bed.
Yep. Karnax wakes you and gets you to come out, where you sit down and immediately nod back off. Luckily, you have other troops around the camp, so they just kind of leave you be and keep watch themselves.
I'm special forces. I get a... I delegated.
Meanwhile, the rest of the night passes uneventfully, and you're all awoken in the morning by your troops ready to head out.
Head out we do.
Yep.
Well, you begin to head out, and the wash is low. Everything is pretty dry.
Oh, sorry.
You begin to head out when, just after midday, scouts come back and report that they definitely see a large dragon army force moving ahead of you.
About how large?
Well, few dozen troops. They've got heavy infantry mostly, and I'm assuming it's what you're looking for because it looks like there's a dragon with them.
And they have no dragonelle.
No, just one dragon.
Well, at least...
I mean, maybe it's a dragonelle.
Something.
It didn't look very big.
No, I'm sure it's our dragon that we're after.
Well, how do we want to go about this?
Based on their movement, do you think they'll reach the caves before nightfall?
Absolutely not. They're moving slower than we are. Yes.
We should plan a night raid.
One of the sergeants steps forward. I personally recommend hitting them while they're moving and try and get them caught in a bad position, preferably while they're trying to cross over one of these chasms. Split their force.
Would be smart.
It'd be easier for them, considering they're heavy infantry, to defend an already established camp, as opposed to while they are currently in line formation moving.
I agree. I think we should ambush them while they're still moving.
So we want an ambush, or... I mean, one way or another, if we want to bring the full force, especially of our light cavalry, it's going to become a pitched field battle.
Did we have archers too?
You do. You have a unit of archers, a unit of infantry, and a unit of light cavalry.
Because they start with a bombardment of ranged attacks while the cavalry and infantry get closer.
Especially
I
if
do.
we direct their infantry towards us. Allow the light cavalry to charge in from their rear.
I do think it should be noted that we are heavily outnumbered in this situation.
Even if we weren't outnumbered, they still have a dragon.
I mean, they have a dragon, large amounts of heavy infantry, a retinue of goblins, which I'm assuming are probably their archers.
Goblins.
The overall breakup is there's the main force surrounding the dragon. They've got one unit of extremely heavy infantry. They looked like plate-armored minotaurs. They also had a specialist unit of those different kinds of draconians, I believe we're calling them. And as I stated, an entire unit of goblin archers. We could have our units engage all of them separately and allow you to simply attack the main caravan. But you could also have us join you. And if so, whatever units are not engaged will also be there to defend the dragon.
If they do see the dragon fall, their spirits will be crushed. And we might be able to end this quicker. But that will take time. I'll look over to our guide.
Me? I don't know anything about warfare.
Western. Where along their path would be a good spot to...
Well, and as you say that, one of the scouts breaks out a rough sketched map of the area that he's been making as he goes around. He looks at it. There's a crossing here, old bridge that gets you across the chasm further northwest. That'll probably where they go in order to get, well, to the Rust Caves. And what your guys said, we want them while they're stuck in a line. You gotta be in a line to get across that bridge. It's not a very long bridge, but it's the only one for a few miles.
Connex, any more thoughts?
Well, I happen to agree that we should be the ones to attack the main caravan. Let our main forces draw away what they can.
Scott looks, aren't you the main force?
That's not necessarily what I meant, gentlemen. The bulk of our forces.
Ah, I see. Well, as players, it should be noted you are a small skirmishing force. You've got 10 infantry, 10 melee infantry, 10 ranged infantry, and 5 horsemen.
Yeah. Us 6.
And you 6, but you are the specialists.
Once they get across the bridge, I could just nuke the bridge.
That you could.
That I could.
And then they just leave,
They're on the roof.
Yeah.
and you're stuck on the other side.
With them, or are they stuck with us?
Well, they're trying to get to the northwest. You're currently in the southeast. So if you blew up the bridge after they crossed, they'd be on the opposite side, going where they want to go, and you'd still be on the other side, not able to get across anymore.
Unless we leave the forces on this side, and us 6 go onto the other side, and when the main force of theirs gets over, have ours deal with the separated people of their forces on that side, and while we take out the main force.
That is a plan.
Can we just take out the bridge?
I do believe that's what Druval is suggesting.
As I'm looking at the army guys, and Matthias, like, that could work. Hopefully there'll be some on the bridge when it goes down. Okay, the overwhelming silence makes me not want to, pitch any more ideas. It's gonna go over, draw in the sand.
I mean, the sergeant definitely agrees that it's a plan, but
I would love to see some people fall off the bridge.
it would separate you guys from the main force. If you leave them on the other side, you'd have to win on your side,
Yeah.
and they'd have to win on their side.
Exactly.
There's pros and cons to it all.
There's pros and cons to each of these situations.
That's what I just said.
So our option is attack as one entire unit, basically, yes.
Hmm.
You can bring all your troops with, and then all those forces will... Basically, player-wise, whatever you choose, if you send one of your units to go deal with their units, it will not be on the map when you engage.
Biggest issue will be those minotaurs
Mm-hmm.
out of their troops. They're most likely the dragon's bodyguard. Either way, this sounds like we're gonna have some heavy casualties, possibly.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, if we do the plan with the bridge, hopefully
yeah.
we can,
We'd have to lure majority of them over, then destroy
We
the
wouldn't-
bridge.
we wouldn't have to lure them. They're going across the bridge anyways. So just wait mid-transit. If we can get to the bridge first and rig it,
Rig it with what?
well, if you let me finish my sentence, we have stuff we can work on. We have stuff.
That's what I thought. But yes, I do think we should get to the bridge ahead of the group.
Alright. Well, if that's the case, you guys double time it, and you want just the party on the other side of the bridge?
I mean, if we don't collapse the bridge, yeah, we can bottleneck them at the bridge, and then the rest of our troops could come up from behind and try to keep the bridge intact and fight them like that. Is another way. But I do think it should just be our group on this side of on the northwestern side of the bridge. In my opinion.
It's be easier if we had a map we can actually look at.
Yeah.
What type of bridge is it?
A
Yes.
wooden bridge.
So there, bridge. Right? Kind of like that basically is what you're... And Tyler, you want us to be over here?
Yeah, like if we were on, this side, and if our
And then have
multiple
our-
forces,
All
hidden,
course, there, have the enemy.
and then as
You want me to give you a blank page to draw on?
Well, this is working.
this is working.
Alright.
It's bright enough.
Or is there? I asked the scout. Is there anywhere near the bridge that they can hide, lay low?
Not for at least a mile.
So they wouldn't be able to hide on the sides.
No. Yeah.
How is their column positioned? Where's the dragon? Is it at the
Roughly in
front
this.
leading?
No, roughly in the center.
Then I suppose we could cut off at least the front part of the army if we broke down the bridge as they were crossing. Then we wouldn't need to be over here at all.
Yes, and then we can just all attack one side.
From there, while they're in disarray, I would imagine the bulk of our forces will create a distraction.
Yeah.
You don't need to engage the enemy, you just need to draw their focus.
And basically leave the dragon to us. So basically our forces would do hit and run, while distracting their infantry after we've destroyed what we can on their bridge. And then we deal with dragon. If we deal with dragon quick enough, hopefully the rest of their forces fall from seeing a equivalent of what I would assume a god is. Or they could go into a complete frenzy. But I think that'll be our plan then.
So all stay on the one side and try and separate part of their army.
Separate it before the dragon gets over. Correct.
So the dragon can
You
fly.
Double time and get ahead of them anyway. We should be able to repair the bridge, weaken structural supports.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could weaken its structural support so that when they start crossing, it gives out on their weight.
Or we can do one final blow to something and it just.
Or just have Krot hide underneath and cut a particular thing. Either way, that's what I think our plan
I
would
can
be.
do that.
Yes.
We could oil it up too.
They might see that.
The supports, I mean.
Either way, it should be us that goes to sabotage the bridge, considering that we should be the ones flanking and attacking the dragon from behind, where they'll be focusing all of their effort. The enemy should be focusing all their efforts on
Well,
the distraction coming from their read.
if you are willing to make a group stealth check, so to speak, then you can do a scouting mission, and I'll let you guys see the formation as they're crossing the bridge. And you can decide the final thing there. Do you want to prep the bridge to fall first?
I think prep.
Yeah, we want to get there ahead of time so we can get it prepped.
Yeah, prep the bridge.
So what are you doing to try and prep the bridge to fall?
Well, if we could fray some of the ropes enough of the ropes that if sizable weight gets on it, that it would fall, then
This.
that's always risky.
Cut it too much and then not enough will get on there.
And cut it too little, too much will get on there.
Well, when you get to the bridge, you find that the bridge is roughly 30 feet across. It's not a very long bridge.
But it would still take out a few of them.
Let's see, what do I have in my.
And remember, there's no cover for next to a mile. So if you want to be anywhere near it when it happens, you'll be very visible.
And Tyler can't snipe from a mile.
I don't think any of you can snipe from a mile away.
Though Tyler could hide in his ring
Mm-hmm.
until the right point, jump out, and destroy the bridge.
But that puts me right in the middle of a lot.
Didn't say it was not risky.
Well, I mean, yeah, I could do that, and then, jump out, cut the bridge, and then I could use the hunger of Hadar, confuse them even more. But I mean, that's one thing. I mean, is that going to be the plan, or?
I think they're gonna see our forces beforehand, before they even really reach the bridge, though.
How long would it take them, the forces, to get there from a mile? I mean, that's not a huge distance.
No, your forces or theirs?
Ours.
Yeah, I mean, you could easily get there in like a few minutes once they're in position.
So that's like 10 rounds, couple rounds. It's words.
I mean, in rounds, it's a long time. But...
Yeah. I think our plans, yeah.
So weakening the bridge and what?
Hope it works, I guess. Unless Kraut wants to hide underneath it.
Yeah, really.
Well, somebody's going to have to make an intelligence check
Well,
and understand the engineering process of weakening a bridge just enough so that it doesn't break.
I'm a scholar.
Is there anyone who can help him think this up?
Oh, fortune goodbye. It doesn't.
Well, what does inspiration do? That gives you advantage, right?
Yep.
I'll use
Yeah.
my inspiration.
Alright. So no need for help. Intelligence check, though, to figure out the engineering process.
Come on, big roll.
I'm pretty sure you've got the right spots weakened so that when enough weight is put on it, it will collapse.
Okay, I think I got this.
Then all we can do is, enact our plan. If you think you've got it.
Yeah.
Alright. So you guys, do you still want to do the scouting mission?
I don't think we need everybody to.
Yeah, we could send Griffle and Krot to do that.
Just two stealthiest.
We don't get distracted ever.
I told you they don't get distracted. You can trust them.
That's right.
I trust him.
I got this.
I believe them.
Alright. So you two want to do a quick stealth check to try and scout ahead?
That's real bad.
It's an above average roll, but yeah.
He has
I have a
plus
plus
11.
11. That's really bad.
I know it's really bad, but the roll was bad, but the sum total.
He doesn't do enough stealthy stuff. That's why he rolls that low roll.
That work?
Being said, is a Kender. You're not gonna suspect a lot from a Kender.
You two should be able to see the force.
Holy shit!
Yeah, that's a great response to be hearing.
You both able to see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
I now know how to move only specific players to certain maps.
Nice.
Oh.
That's right.
Oh, geez, I just zoomed out.
I was set up like that one.
But you stay there and watch.
They're crossing right now.
I mean, yeah, this is going to be the crossing.
Okay.
Because the heaviest thing that will cause the bridge to collapse is about to cross it. And then I'm assuming you would signal the rest of the party to move up?
Yep.
So, at that particular moment, when you see that first wagon start crossing the bridge, the weight of the wagon would collapse it. Sadly, it was not while there were very many people on the bridge. Just a wagon full of supplies.
They don't got now.
Oh god, gobblies.
Yeah, a lot of gobblies.
Oh, hello. You are interesting. This thing is frightening me.
So the bridge has collapsed. These guys have fallen down. But now they know something is up, and they are all getting ready.
Once put the gun in the road.
I have no good way of representing it. I'll just do this.
Is this after our forces have drawn away what they could?
No. Once you let your forces draw stuff away, they order all the Draconians after your troops, as well as the Minotaurs to chase after them.
I'm sure
They
they're
will-
about the only ones that could keep up.
They would have ordered the goblins, but the goblins are now stuck on the other side of the chasm.
Well, yeah, that's a problem. That was.
The only issue is, basically, we'll want to keep the fight over on this side here.
You realize
I'm
it's
sure-
just 103 something.
That's at max. They go over 80. They will have what disadvantage on their things.
Disadvantage on attacks.
So we can say with out of their range, basically, of their minimum, which is unfortunately within their range. Right there.
Well-
There we go.
Let's start getting some initiatives going.
Tyler, I do hope you will blast the shit out of them on your first
Blast the shit out of who?
them.
Who's them?
As many of these guys as you can envelop.
Well,
Down there.
I know the dragon's gonna be immune, or probably one of the two. Either it's gonna either be resistant or immune. So yeah,
depending on which one I do. Get you hunger of hate or...
Fireball of coldness.
Mm-hmm. The slurping tentacles of annoyingness.
the Slurpee. Slurpee's not out right now, so settle down.
Because they're separated, we will treat the goblins as going on an initiative 0.
See a lot of 18.
And they will act as a single unit.
Great. A volley of arrows, that's all we need.
Basically. But that will change how they roll.
Wait, did we really get lucky with the dragon being at 1?
He rolled a nat 1.
Oh, wow.
Well,
Only issue
let
is
it begin.
Yeah, that's you, crop.
Is that a bush? Right
That
there.
looks like a tree.
Yeah. Oh, pretty scamp-looking tree. Not very many leaves.
But
it's there.
Hide.
You could attempt to hide there. I mean, you're small and you're very sneaky.
Okay, well, we make a stealth check then.
Yep.
Yeah, jeez.
Yep. You're very, very sneaky.
One with the tree. I am the tree.
Yum.
You just put your... You angle your bow so it looks like a tree branch.
I mean, that's really all he has to do.
Leaves are green, he's green, it all works out.
Is that tree a goblin?
All trees could potentially actually be goblins.
That's frightening.
terrifying.
That's frightening.
Anyone you meet could technically be a dragon, all trees could potentially be goblins.
It's just one goblin. Just laughs.
All the leaves fall off a tree.
When the trees start speaking goblin. Alright, fire away.
Fire it away.
It's kind of sad.
They've already... Does not penetrate his armor.
I'm done.
It was a low roll. Well, this guy,
They can't see you.
he does see the rest of you guys. And what is his range?
That's good enough.
Well, he doesn't know you're there at all.
I know. I'm just saying. It's definitely there, people.
Thanks.
You guys are just... Karnax is in range.
No! Use your ass to block it.
He throws a small rock-looking thing, and it hits Karnax.
Alchemist fire.
And as it does, it shatters on you. You take 13 piercing and 11 fire.
Ouch. That's...
You are also now on fire. And Griffel and Matthias, you have to make dex saves.
Splatter.
I don't want to.
Griffin should make his deck save.
You're both fine. You avoided the shrapnel,
Oh.
the splash damage.
Would you be careful?
That is his turn. This guy. It should be noted that these guys are all cheering and like raving like lunatics. A dragon is on our side! We are unstoppable! Nothing can defeat us.
No tree.
Matthias.
Well, that'll be me. I'll move up to there.
Alright.
Take a dodge action.
Joe, can I see a 20-foot radius sphere?
20-foot radius sphere.
Oh lord. Here it comes.
If I center it like right on this guy, should be able to. Right there. And we're gonna do. And we're just gonna do fireball.
Animal cruelty.
No, the
Animal
horse
cruelty,
doesn't get
the
hit.
horse doesn't get hit. Cart does.
He's fine.
Cart.
So they have to make
Yeah,
a
fire,
save.
the horse.
Got it.
Woo!
Alright.
Nice.
That is a good roll right there.
It's gonna burn some people.
2 6s, 2 5s, 2 1s.
Definitely gonna make them hot under the collar.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Dex saves.
That splashed a
Oh, that
lot
one-
bigger than what almost hit me.
Oh, he's just dead.
The one guy I was fearing about.
You're like, I'm scared of him dead.
Well, you see different tokens of things we haven't seen before. You should be afraid of them.
I actually zoomed in on that token. It was scary looking.
Dead.
It looked like it was a draconian
It was.
monk.
Mm-hmm.
What
Dead.
That's why you kill it first then. If that's the case, kill it first.
Dead.
Gonna put an X over the horse neck. Just watch.
Oh, that poor.
Whoa.
I do feel sorry for the horse.
Not dead, but very, very hurt.
That guy?
Really?
He looks different too. I don't think I've seen. Oh no.
Yeah,
I-
he's a different one. I think.
Yeah.
We haven't learned one of them yet.
dead. Dead.
Dragon keels over. Wait, what?
It wasn't actually a dragon.
It was a white dragon painted red.
Oh, wow,
He is-
Tyler.
Not dead.
And so
All right.
I started blasting.
That's everyone.
I want to move up a little bit. Hiding in the hiding by the tree.
Get out of here!
Go throw a fire molotov.
At your turn then.
Yep.
Karnax.
All right. First thing I'm gonna do is put away the fire. Put out the fire. Put away the fire. I'll put it in my pocket for later.
Put away the fire.
You need to use use your action to make a dex save. Or dex check.
That's different. Damn.
How fast can you stop, drop, and roll?
Not very fast.
You're
No.
still on fire. So, yeah. I mean, it would have happened at the start of your turn anyway, but you take another 1 fire damage.
You stopped. You dropped, but you forgot to roll.
You just lay on the ground.
No,
This
this is
isn't
where
working.
No, I stopped, but I forgot to drop, and I rolled.
this is where that geyser would have worked.
So you just start spinning. Well, use your action.
I am going to rage.
All right.
I just imagine him screaming into the sand now.
No, he didn't drop. He just stopped and rolled. So he's spinning. He's spinning and shouting. As he just starts running around pretending to be a helicopter.
Helicopter.
Oh wait, hold on. I think there's a dragon there, so maybe it's I still want to go towards it. I just don't want to group up and all.
Yeah.
As you start running up, spinning in your helicopter form. And then
Wait.
just wait. Just stop spinning. Wait.
Because they still go. Okay, I gotta.
There's no good spot, really. It's a 30-foot cone, probably.
Yeah, I wanted.
If I remember our TOA.
There you go.
At your turn.
Yep.
All right. This guy's dead. Griffle. Dead.
I'm going up here and trying to hide.
He's dead. He's not dead. Everybody's hiding behind that tree.
This tree will save us.
And then
Yes. The
You're
tree
all
in the desert. That's
burnt
what
to
drives
death.
him.
You're all burnt to death after this.
Oh no. As long as I see the tech coming, I can have.
On who?
Oh, this one. Probably no sneak attack unless I get it for him. Maybe not seeing me.
You hit. Oh, I mean, you stealthed first,
No,
so he didn't
yeah.
see you.
Yeah.
You hit him for a whole 11 damage.
Woo!
Takes the arrow. It penetrates his armor, but he is still standing.
Still.
There's an arrow in him.
Hit him with lightning.
Tyler's plotting
Anything
his
else?
next one.
Do you do anything else, Griffle?
No, that is all.
You see what looks like a different kind of looking draconian, this one of a red hue. Step forward.
Wait, was this a bronze or a brass dragon?
Hey, what?
The dragon.
Your
was
armor is bronze.
bronze. Yeah,
Yes, bronze. He steps forward. Finally! I was getting bored. Time for a good fight. Come! Face your doom at the Red Dragon army!
Half of you are dead already.
He didn't look
That's
very
not
good
half.
either.
I know.
This guy moves.
Quarter.
He dashes up.
He's right there.
Why is green but those goblins over there?
They're from a different area.
Also, Cross is
Yeah.
a Pathfinder goblin.
I just found a job I liked. I picked it.
Super.
Oh, I just realized.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah, go over there.
I
don't
never
think-
gave her an initiative.
Oh, Naomi. Just realized it too.
There's the guy she's in here.
So she would have gone before the dragon, so I'll give her a turn.
You
Oop.
sound so disappointed.
Nobody's wounded yet, therefore she wouldn't.
I'm wounded.
You're
Right.
barely wounded.
But you would have run away before she had a chance to touch you.
Yep.
You were like,
I'm just making sure you know I'm actually wounded.
So
what?
I am hurt that you forgot about me.
she will just use a healing word.
You're doing great, buddy.
Don't die! And you get her roll of a 1 for a total of, I think, what, 3? No, what's her plus? Gotta be more than that.
You get 4.
Amazing.
Nope, she only has a plus 2, so 3.
No.
Amazing.
No, you get 2. Back from that one.
3 healing.
Fire.
Perfect.
Alright, now it's time for the dragon.
Knock the hell out of me now.
Well, he starts by just opening his mouth. Make a dex save.
Give you COVID.
You have advantage on dex saves.
All deck saves
Oh.
that, that are magical effects or trap based.
Well, you do pass. So you'll only take half damage.
Oh, the hell. Just wanted to hit level 7.
Oh, that's a nice roll, Joe.
6s and
Yep.
2 1s.
Couple ones in there. Nice 2.
You only take half damage.
5.
Which you're raging, so it's another half.
Yep.
Half of a half.
And then, seeing that you are still standing, he begins to swat at you with his paws.
Well,
Yep.
Maybe he'll put me out.
He hits you, dealing 11 slashing damage. And what is your armor class again? 17?
17.
He hits you again for another 9. And the goblins have not gotten themselves organized yet. Krot!
oh no! Oh, that should protect this dragon guy over here.
Alright. You hit him. A total of 21. As an arrow finds a weak point in his armor.
Then.
It should be noted that that guy looks quite different compared to most of the other things you've seen.
Yep. Now he looks a little more different. What's there with him?
Did you do anything else, Krot?
I'm done. I can't move. I use the bonus action. Use the action. I have spent what I can do.
He moves a little bit closer, and then he tries to throw one at Druval. What is your armor class?
12.
He hits you. You take 9 piercing and 10 fire, and you're on fire. And Griffle and Krot, you will need to make dex saves because there's splash damage.
Damn you people!
You're both good. Only Druval is on fire now. Well, Karnax is still on fire.
That's the kind of from.
This guy moves up,
You guys do know that fire hurts, right?
dashes up to aid his companion.
Not a lot. So don't worry.
Matthias!
Do not have time for these two. So, first guy in front of me.
Would you like high-low?
You stabbed the guy behind you.
I want to go in a hole.
Do not have time.
That'd be low, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
we'll
sounds
go
pretty
low.
Alright. Well, he catches your sword on his shield, and it gets stuck in the wood of it, and as he pulls his shield back, your sword is stuck in his shield. You lose a hold of your sword.
Could I, trouble you to give me that back? Not actually say that as Matthias. Well, there is all my weapons. What am I gonna have to do to get that sword back?
You could attempt to grapple him, and during the grapple, you can take it.
Can I grapple him right now? Even though
Yeah.
I'm done? Okay.
There's no reason you can't grapple him.
That is strength, yes.
A melee attack roll,
Just use my longsword again.
basically, but you're not using a longsword.
Well, I was stuck.
Yep, you grab him, and he cannot get away. So you've got him grappled, and you pull your longsword out of his shield, and you've got it again. But that was a second attack.
Yes. Yes, it was.
Why can't you put that 10 up the first one?
You know what? Why don't you shoot these guys? But yeah, that's gonna end up being me.
Alright. Druval, you're on fire.
Yep.
You take 1 fire damage.
Okay. I'm hurt, but I am going to firebolt this guy,
Alright.
and I'm also going to use a sorcery point to twin attack and hit this guy.
Alright.
So for the first guy over here. Oh Jesus!
Oh my lord.
Hello!
Let's go high.
I can't read from.
And this is where the
Pretty
battle
fire.
starts turning against us.
You just shoot completely in the wrong direction. Doesn't go anywhere near anyone.
There's
Oh.
people with danger.
Your
You
turn.
get hurt.
Don't you roll for the 1, 2?
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Oh my.
You know, we had an awesome start with this. We came in here flying. We were awesome, killing
so many.
everything,
What are you talking
and now
about?
it's going down.
It was me.
Yep, another shot just
You
off
haven't
into the
done
wild blue
anything.
yonder. Anything else,
Oh.
Grival?
Nope.
Karnax, you're still on fire. You take 2 fire damage.
so 1 fire damage.
Oh yeah, for you. Actually, staying on fire is a good way to maintain your rage. No matter what, you'll take the fire damage.
I'm looking at myself. Ah! I start swinging at the dragon.
All right, swing away.
Oh my god.
So,
We'll take high.
can we just die now?
New characters. New characters. Let the dragon kill us.
You throw your weapon over here.
I go grab it. And then I swing at the dragon again.
What is going on?
Okay, this is the first crit of many.
What are you talking about? I started off the crits.
First good crit of many.
For 23 damage.
And I crit, so I'll use my bonus to attack again.
Wow!
Fails or crit successes, it doesn't matter.
What's going on? I'm so confused. And you did the same amount of damage somehow.
Okay, no new characters yet. We're coming back.
Cut your turn.
Yeah. That's what I knew.
Yeah. Naomi.
Good turn, guys.
What does she have available to her? I don't have her fully updated sheet, so I don't know. But
I'm gonna get
Well, here's an update. I'm very hurt.
she will move 30 and then speak another healing word. And this time she'll get 5 healing. It's healing word. That's all it does.
Who's gonna die this great.
Griffle, you see the dragon.
See the dragon. I'm shooting at the dragon. He's being mean. Steady aim. I'm not moving. Oh no.
Cool, we just gotta keep the fight over here.
Did a 19 hit?
It did.
Oh my goodness.
8
It's amazing.
damage. As a small arrow pierces his scales.
Despite the fact that I turned around, so his toughest skills will be on that side.
That is true. Anything else, Griffle?
Nope, that is all. That's all I can do.
Can't move. The bullet. The attack. That's it. Done.
He gets up right in your face.
Hello,
Shall I
do I
do-
know you?
The name's Riteus. I look forward to killing a knight of Calaman.
But I'm not a knight of Kalaman.
A knight of Solamnia. My apologies.
Let's try to rage him.
Oh,
Make a rage roll.
I don't think he apologizes for real. I don't think he's actually sorry, but
Just hear Karnax yelling that over there.
Ooh, I call dibs on his sword.
You call dibs on nothing. You have enough.
Dagger.
I do not. I call dibs on his sword.
Dibs do not exist in D&D.
I will burn you.
Dagger.
And I can cut you down.
I could fly,
Well-
bitch.
He gets right up to you, and he opens his mouth, and he breathes fire. Make a dex save.
Well, that's just cheating.
Lame.
Oh, see, you don't got a burn? No.
Oh, there it goes.
It is the night of crits.
I matrix it in plate
So
armor.
you only take half damage.
Oh,
I rolled more crits than anything else this game. This session.
that's actually not that
It-
bad. Oh, okay, actually, that hurts.
He rolled really low.
Yeah, I was gonna say it.
Wasn't he a Drake Warden?
Who knows?
Drake Wardens get to breathe fire too.
After he does that, he then attacks you with his longsword. However, you easily block the blow. And then he tries to get in a quick stab with his short sword in his offhand, which is successful. And he does 8 piercing and 3 fire with it.
She's trying to take antacids.
Oh, sorry. I thought I muted myself.
Got lucky with that roll.
Yeah, well, the dragon's coming up after this guy, so.
Meanwhile, the soldier fights, flanking. But even so, Matthias is heavily armored and defending himself properly. He cannot break his defenses. Meanwhile,
Just start fighting the dragon while I'm fine.
the dragon opens its mouth wide again and tries to bite you. It does so successfully, dealing 16 piercing and 3 fire.
Oh,
It then continues to paw at you with its claws, getting one more blow for 14 slashing.
ow! I need to just start entering encounters enraged already.
Well, the goblins have gotten themselves organized and unleash a volley of arrows. Everyone make a dex save.
I could do this.
This isn't a trap or magical effect, so I don't
Eric?
have advantage.
Good thing about a volley of arrows hits their own guys too.
Yep.
They don't care. They're replaceable.
There's a dragon there.
So people, but you know.
He can take it. He'll eat the goblins later for a snack anyways.
I don't even know if the goblins could really penetrate a dragon.
Oh, oops.
Um,
Not advantage. How do I turn off the advantage?
So we just take the first roll.
Yeah, I think you gotta just take that crit fail.
that's for Naomi though.
Oh, never mind. Take the second roll. She tried to kill me once, actually. Take the first roll.
She tried to kill you once.
Don't be too!
She's trying to kill half the people here.
I didn't realize she was that murderous.
Oh. Man. Failures everywhere.
I mean, everywhere.
All around. All sorts of failures.
Move down the left.
And last but not least, yep, every single enemy failed.
The goblins
Wow.
They just shot themselves?
Okay, not the goblin. So,
They pointed
anyone
straight
who
up.
anyone who failed takes 13 piercing. Anyone who succeeds takes none.
And what was the fail? And who failed?
Yeah.
The only ones who failed are, let's see, Naomi, Karnax, and Griffle.
Oh,
So if you got
Like-
15, you're fine.
15, you're fine. So,
God,
he dies,
I'm super fine. I'm 25.
and he dies in their own arrow storm.
Well,
And
then that makes
Okay.
it easier for me.
Krot,
what did you say the total damage was again?
13.
I'm gonna shoot you.
It was a save or nothing. Shooting him.
And do it. Yep. With the ball session, just steady him. I'm gonna try this down here.
You hit him for 20 damage. He's got quite a few arrows in him at this point. Thanks to that arrow storm of the goblins unleashed.
I am done.
He is still up, and he is annoyed. He doesn't know where he's getting shot from.
His own guys are shooting him.
He's been shot a lot in the back, but he's also been shot in the front. Well, he sees the captain is in some danger. So he goes to aid his captain. Yep, he is still alive. He goes up, breaks out the axe, and attacks Matthias. But once again, your Salamnic plate protects you. He's dead. Matthias!
Go salami.
Salami.
Unfortunate that another had to join in on this fight, Riteus.
Matthias versus Riteus.
But I will use my thing.
Meh.
Yeah. Nope, not that. My feat from the squire. The
Referee.
precise strike. So I will have advantage.
Who are you targeting?
Riteus.
Alright.
So that will get advantage, and well, that one didn't hit. Second
No,
one.
it most certainly didn't.
It's a good thing this thing doesn't go away until after. Second.
You hit him.
Excellent. So it'll be that. Okay, there it is. Plus a d8.
He grunts as blood that catches fire as it interacts with the air begins to seep from his wounds.
Ooh.
And then I want to end this quickly, so I'm going to action surge. And then attack. Again.
Don't you still maintain the advantage for the entire turn?
Nope. I hit my attack. Once I got an
Okay.
attack that hits, I lose that precise strike.
Oh. Well, you hit him again.
And final.
At that, he quickly uses his short sword to catch your blade and bat it away with a parry.
Sick and tired of losing this sword.
No, he doesn't knock it away. He makes sure you don't hit him. He deflects the strike using his short sword. But that is your turn.
Yes, that is all my attacks.
You fall.
So I can't remember. I was able to use the twin strike or the twin spell on my witch bolt, right?
Should be. Yeah, you can do it
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Ranged attack.
Oh, I'm still on fire too.
Yes, you are. So you take 4 fire damage.
I'm just going through the pain. I'm gonna
Yes,
go.
please get rid of this guy here.
I'm gonna go right there, and then I'm going to cast Witch Bolt. Oops.
I'm pretty
Which
sure
bolt?
I can deal with Riteus.
On the dragon and twin spell it onto this guy. So I'm just gonna stand there, lightning coming out of both hands.
Ultimate power!
We'll go with the dragon first. Come on.
Nope.
That ain't doing
Nope.
it.
Nope. Okay, to the the little guy. It's gonna be like a crit.
He's not very little. But you hit him.
Here's the damage. Oh.
Oh gosh.
That is damage.
You see his plate armor start to electrify and he starts jolting and twitching as smoke starts to come out from underneath his skull-faced helmet, and then he falls to the ground.
Please tell me none of his vials things go off.
I hope not, because I want him.
You want high or low?
Let's go high.
You gave him the idea.
You know. Because it's fun.
Some of them break, it sounds like, but none of them seem to go off.
Oh, good. Hey, rest of you, focus on that dragon.
That's my turn.
Connex.
Fire damage.
Yep. You take 1 fire damage.
Alright, I'm gonna get on this side. I'm gonna wiggle my butt at my enemy.
She prepares to slap you with the curious wounds you've ever felt.
Sounds a little sus.
Alright. Ah. Damn. Ah. Oh, maybe.
That one hits.
Huzzah!
For 15 slashing. That is your turn. Naomi runs up and gives you a good whack.
Public wounds.
For a total of 12 healing.
Oh god. Oh no. Alright. Maybe get yourself away from here because it might breathe again.
But she needs to stay in range to heal you.
You can stay at range, just move a little over.
I don't think it's been long enough for it to recharge.
I don't know the specifics of a young dragon's.
Griffle!
Shoot the dragon.
Shoot,
So mean. So mean to people.
It bounces off his scales.
And I can't do anything else.
Sam, quit being greedy. Let him kill that guy that's fighting you.
Reteus strikes out with his long sword. You parry both the blows, but again he tries for an underhanded short sword strike. This time you are ready and catch it on your... You have a shield, right?
Yes, I do.
You catch it on your shield. He makes no successful attacks on you. This guy's dead. It turns around.
That is never a good sign.
Since I'm here, will the dragon... Will the dragon act as cover?
Not quite big enough.
Nope.
Hello.
It's gonna get... I think I'm safe.
Hello.
Am I safe?
Friend.
There,
Dash
yep,
nuts.
that's it.
Take it.
It's got the correct.
My tray! No!
So, Druval and Karnax. Deck saves.
Hey! Hey, Karnax!
It don't matter. I'm low enough that it's gonna kill me anyway.
Well, luckily, I'm resistant to fire.
Well, you still failed, Druval.
Yeah.
Which means...
I only take half damage, though. Oh.
That's pretty low.
he didn't roll low again.
Yeah,
He is
so
just a
like
young good.
21.
16
21.
D6.
Yep.
Oh, Lord.
21 for the half.
Yeah.
And for Karnax, I guess another just 10. You're still up!
You should be enjoying this.
Well, I mean, yeah, on the outside crying. Like,
Meanwhile, the goblins are figuring out if they still got range to shoot, and if it's a good idea to keep shooting when they're hitting their commander and the dragon they're supposed to be protecting.
Yeah!
Goblin? Goblin Crot!
Grab him, cut. Use the ball dash instead of and fire on the dragon.
You hit the dragon! But not for massive damage.
Spells being dragged out the entire
oh man, how is the dragon looking?
He's bleeding from several wounds.
dragon. I am done.
Matthias!
My horn.
Wham!
You do not get through his plate armor.
Wham!
So I just
You do get through his plate armor.
Wham.
Wham, lamb, lamb a
Ding
damn a
dong.
bing dong.
well,
Who put the bump in the bump shabump shabump?
Bomb.
We put the wham in the wham-a-lamma ding dong. That your turn, Matthias?
That is.
Duval!
Ouch! Gonna.
Oh, and you're on fire.
I am on black fire.
2 fire damage.
1 fire damage.
We're not negotiating our fire damage here, guys.
Oh, we are.
So I'm gonna start blasting away at the dragon here with my Eldritch Blast.
This dragon?
Yes.
Alright. Eldritch Blast.
First bolt. Let's go low. Low.
You just shoot way over it.
Get low, get low. Okay, second bolt.
Hold these crits in both directions.
Jesus Christ!
Tyler, what the heck is going on with you tonight? You started off so sweet.
I started off on fire, and then I became on fire.
Well, get yourself out of being fire. Maybe that'll help.
He's distracted. Is that your turn?
Yeah. Because I can't put myself out of fire right now.
Not without,
Can't.
because you used your action.
Yep.
Kardax! You're on fire, baby!
I know!
2 fire damage!
Ow! I wiggled my ass at Kelly again, but I'm pretty sure it's burned off of me. I'm going all in.
At this point, I'm sure all that's there is just his ass, no loincloth.
Reckless attack.
You hit!
Yeah!
You hit again!
Yeah!
It's still there! It's still fighting! Naomi comes forward, puts another slap on you.
Just imagine you're grabbing a giant glob of aloe and just slapping it on there.
Sunburn! He's so sunburned! 13 healing! She backs off again. Griffle!
Let's kill this dragon!
I'm trying!
Oh my gosh!
No!
Oh.
More bolts, arrows plucking uselessly.
Where are my crits?
You're right in the middle. You're where everybody else is absorbing it. Meanwhile, Riteus continues to attack Matthias, striking out with his longsword, dealing 7 slashing and 4 fire on the first hit. However, you block the second, and again with the short sword, but you've grown accustomed to that attack. He finds no purchase. Meanwhile, he opens his mouth wide and chomps down on Karnak
Compliments me for lasting this long.
for 4 fire and 23 piercing.
Grab its tongue.
Jump in his throat. Got his uvia. Watch him gargle on
Then it claws at you for another 11 slashing.
I'm dead.
Karnax has gone down. So he swoops up and claws at Druval and misses.
He misses Duval.
Yep. The goblins are still unsure of whether or not they should even be shooting.
Fire at your
I
own
had
guy.
healing potions.
Goblin!
God, I wish I had healing
God.
potions.
Crit! Boom! 11 piercing and 27 sneak attack damage as you catch the dragon right underneath the chin. It lets out his roar,
27,
but it's
22.
still 22. Yes, 22. Still,
You Asian!
I was excited.
You know that?
I was looking at the 27.
I'll take
It
that.
is still up. I assume that is your go.
Crit done.
Matthias!
Crit is done.
How did you shoot like that?
Krotz crits!
Do better!
Don't believe in yourself, believe in the goblin.
Believe in the gospel, believe in you.
So I'll bring my sword down to bear on Riteus again.
You hit him?
And I will... Yeah, I'll do my precise striking. Should have done that at the start, but... Bam.
There it is!
There's that. Now,
And-
still 1d8 or 2d8 now?
All dice are doubled.
Okay. Really? Really 2d8? That's what you're gonna give me?
Wow.
He continues to leak his flaming blood.
He hasn't died yet.
He pants with the exertion of this combat.
Red Dragon died before you start with us? You're weak.
That is your turn.
Yes, that is me.
Duval!
Okay, well, oh, one second, my computer. Okay, I'm going to cast Toll the Dead.
Toll
The
the
dragon.
dead wisdom save, correct?
Yes, 15.
He succeeds.
Oh,
Do you have any healing potions?
He does.
I
He
do.
does.
He totally does.
Bonus action to use your healing potion on me?
It's an action to use it to someone else.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it might be from...
Oh, and what's my fire damage? I forgot I was gonna
Oh, yep,
douse
yep.
myself, but I
You're on
forgot.
fire. You take 4.
That's my turn.
Karnax.
Yeah. I'm on fire, so that's an automatic failure.
Automatic. Yep.
Oh,
Sorry,
two
buddy, I
failures.
forgot.
It could be 2 failures, right? Wasn't it?
Potentially, if you actually fail. Well, let me double check. I believe 1 automatic failure.
Oh,
2 of them failures.
So you're down to 2 fails.
Yeah.
Naomi will come over and put a cure wounds on you.
You're just gonna turn around and breathe fire at us!
You get 16 healing.
woo!
She's getting better.
Heal by.
Griffle,
Oh,
Try again.
Then someone else will get me.
just follow Krot's example.
Die, no.
You hit
That
it.
was better.
You lose a shot. Following the example of Krot in the weak point beneath the jaw, you strike soft scales. It lets out a massive roar and then crashes down.
I did it, guys.
Griffle
I
killed
did
the
it!
dragon!
I'm going to kill
Alright,
Griff.
player.
Griffle, the Dragon Slayer.
Griffle now has Dragon Slayer as a title.
No. That bastard. Now I'm a slay Griffle.
Dragon Slayer Slayer.
Meanwhile, Riteus suddenly screams, "How dare you! The son of Saurkrostun!" He starts going absolutely crazy,
Weak shit.
But he
Striking
turned
out.
into a Red Dragon.
striking out with reckless abandon. He hits Matthias for 9 slashing and 8 fire. He hits him again
Oh, damn.
for 15 slashing and 18 fire.
This is rude. Stop it. I'm down.
Stop it, I'm down.
He's not stopping. He's gonna keep going.
No. I hate
Now drive the sword into his chest while he lays on the ground.
There are others. He runs over to Druval,
Bring it, bitch.
pulls out his short sword, striking at you for 7 piercing and 10 fire. The goblin, seeing the dragon fall, flee!
Quick, Draval, stop them.
I can't.
It's a short sword in this
Crud!
I'm gonna use bonus action. Then shoot him in the back.
You do! Another arrow in his back. He roars and keeps fighting.
I trickle.
Matthias.
They keep hiding.
Death save, boy.
One success.
Oh, he's hiding it, Joe. So you're not.
Oh, whoops. Oh well. Only one. Duval!
I'm gonna toll the dead on him.
Maybe I'm lying to you all.
Wisdom save.
Is dead.
Wisdom save! He fails!
And he's taking damage.
He's taking a lot of damage.
He gets more damage today.
Started.
Oh.
You see him as he's shouting and frothing at the mouth, blood spilling from his various wounds, starting a flame, when suddenly his eyes go wide and he clutches at his chest. The bell has tolled for him, and he falls.
And then I'm gonna pull out my greater healing potion.
You're still in.
You are no longer in combat. There are no enemies left.
Perfect.
No,
Grippa
that
runs
means-
and stands up on top of the dragon.
I'm gonna
I mean,
take
Harmony
this
can heal Karnax
Go
even
in
more.
the air.
Harmony.
Not Harmony. Naomi.
Yeah, she would come over and she'd give a heal to Matthias for 7 or 10.
Oh wait, we can move freely.
Yes.
Yep.
I take the dragon's head.
All right. You cut off its head.
I go over here and I'm gonna raid any of the vials that are still good.
Give me just a minute. I'm gonna step away.
No.
And then I'm gonna raid the horse carriage that's hopefully not burned down to the ground.
That carriage is probably long gone with the horse.
Yeah.
Free the horse.
Well,
You know, or who knows? Maybe the horse fell off the edge.
actually, no. I'm going over here before I move that way. Ah, things. That was a bad fight.
I took the brunt of it.
Yes.
Yeah, but I did a lot of damage.
So did I.
You missed more than you hit.
No,
Excuse
I
me?
didn't.
Not you, Karnax. Tyler.
I did a lot
Your
of damage
fireball-
to begin with.
Your fireball doesn't count as a
My
mass
fireball
hit.
does count.
Fireball definitely counts. Fireball's great. It was everything else that Kata just did not go anyway. But that's kind of just how magic is, right?
You could title this session "Battling the Heat."
That's really stupid.
Yeah, that was good.
Tyler, you think dad jokes are good?
They are.
They are.
Are you back then, Joe?
I am back.
Okay.
Is the horse on fire?
The horse up there? No.
Yeah.
Is it even
The
there?
cart is.
Then I
The
will free
horse-
the horse.
I would say it's been trying to get actually, it probably tried to run off with the cart while the cart was on fire. So it's probably not there anymore, actually.
No,
I'm gonna grab this guy's longsword and then go over here to the alchemist dude.
All right. You get his longsword, and the alchemist dude does still have 3 of these.
Yes. Alchemist fire.
Yep.
Yes.
I'm gonna give this guy short sword, Joe.
Oh, we should probably
You can
signal
take
on
a short
horses.
sword.
I doubt they've actually managed to kill, considering they were only distracting and retreating, pulling back. So I think good. We should let our forces know. Successful mission.
Well, eventually, you try to signal him. I'm assuming you move away from this location, and your
Well-
men come back.
We should harvest whatever we can as well.
I take
the
a dragon's toe.
We can come back to this location.
I need my lucky dragon's toe.
Okay. While they're doing that, I'm taking all the weapons from all the bodies.
That's a lot of weapons to collect. You're gonna take that much time?
No.
Well, while they're doing that, once they're finished, I'm gonna stop. But I'm gonna
Alright.
I'm gonna at least get this guy's weapon if he had any.
He had a short sword.
Okay. And were these guys dual wielding
Or
like
no, he didn't even have a short sword. He had a club.
Oh, never mind.
And what now?
I was just asking how many swords I got from these guys.
They all carry 1 sword.
One sword. Short,
Let's-
long.
Always a longsword. I'll say you got 3 long swords before they got. Well, before Griffle gets the toe. What else? You can take the head, but you obviously don't have time to clean the skull.
Yeah, no, I'm just taking the head.
Yeah, we don't want to. We don't need to clean the skull.
I'm assuming you need to move on.
Well, yeah, we need to regroup for troops.
So, how are you guys carrying the head? Okay, you just...
I'm just carrying it.
Okay.
It's a young dragon. Their heads are probably what, Joe? 3, 4, 5 feet away. 6
Yeah,
feet,
probably.
maybe?
No, not even that big.
Not 6 feet, so max 5 feet. Maybe.
With 3 feet's kind of big too.
Yeah.
True. So it's big enough for Karnax to easily carry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably. Yeah, it's probably 2 feet. The head of the dragon would be a little bit smaller than the average size of a shield. It is, after all, a young dragon. But you regroup with your troops. They are winded. The fight is out of them. They did their best. They suffered minimal losses. 2 of the infantry, or 2 melee infantry and 2 of your archers, but all the cavalry managed to make it back.
Then I'd say that's a pretty decent blow against them.
It was obviously not a rout on either side, but the skirmish came to a relatively clean end, having dealt with the majority of their infantry.
And now there's a band of goblin archers roaming the wastes.
Odds are, being separated from their main force, they'll probably just go and become marauders.
Yep.
Not longer organized.
Probably won't even survive that long.
There was quite a few of them.
They might survive a while. Goblins make for good scavengers.
Manticores. Yeah, I'm sure.
As long as they know what to run from and what they can take on.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, this mission is completed.
Yay, I need a nap.
The sergeant amongst your troops asks, plans to head back to the main force then?
I am curious as to why the dragon was moving up to the Rust Caves.
Safer location. I believe
Could
that's-
be from there.
That's what Ahkviri told us.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, I thought they're moving into a safer location.
Mm-hmm.
Leaf will be secure there.
Yep.
I mean, there obviously could be more going on there, but
We are not equipped for it.
Well, if you guys start planning to head back, then with everything in tow, down 4 men, but considering traded 4 men for a dragon, definitely a victory in your favor. Begin the journey back. However, nightfall sets in soon, and it is time to make camp.
I have to take first watch.
I'll take second.
Take 4th.
It's not how you count.
Well, you still have guards, so there's plenty of people
Yeah.
to take third. Well, make your checks. Yeah, it is a peaceful watch for you, Karnax.
Oh god damn it.
Oh my god! You rolled so many crit fails today.
Wow.
Karnax,
I just walk out.
Karnax wakes you up, and you just kind of go, you do the like, yeah, and then you just kind of don't actually get up out of bed.
Mm-hmm.
You never, you responded, but you weren't actually awake when you responded to him.
I just burped. Yeah.
Luckily, the troops maintain a watch. Nothing shows up. The second and third watch until eventually Matthias rises for his.
At least I didn't fall asleep.
I didn't fall asleep. I didn't wake up.
But no, you don't see anything. Morning breaks, as does your camp, and you begin moving out.
On the road again.
Oh, HP, here I come.
Oh, excuse me.
As you head out, the wash begins to rise. Things begin to get.
Oh no, guys, he fell in! He's drowning!
I dropped the book.
We heard a pop.
Oh, what was that boy's name?
Kleistron.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
he's very excited. He thought it was the coolest thing. It's really sad you had to kill it. It's also sad that they're apparently evil, but it was awesome seeing a dragon. No, he did not fight. He's not a fighter. He's just a guide.
Okay, fight.
I agree. It's a shame we had to kill it.
Yeah, they are as cool as I thought they'd be.
Shame we couldn't get any of the meat off of it.
Did you see the way it just breathed fire?
Yes! I became
Yeah.
very familiar!
I saw it up close and personal.
How did it
Me
feel?
on fire, still fighting.
It's gonna take me a week to get rid of this smoke smell. Singe.
But while you're traveling, everyone make perception checks.
At all times, I now smell delicious.
Now smell delicious.
Oh no, perception check.
Crot with advantage.
Yep.
Man.
Normal rolls. Nobody did good. Other
We're awesome.
yeah.
My passive is better than my actual.
Yeah.
Even Kleistron's just not doing great today.
Well, roll for Kelly.
Come on,
yeah.
Naomi.
Come on. You got
Naomi
this.
can pull it off. She's the one.
Crit. Success.
Or not.
We
Everything's on us.
tried.
We definitely did.
An attempt was made,
Okay.
Maybe Crot did it. It was 14.
but
You don't see butt high.
as you are moving along, a small, essentially lake that has filled in with the wash being in, apparently had something in it.
Oh.
A kraken.
See a crowd.
Yes, the kraken.
Like that got filled in.
Yes. It was a desert kraken.
Draken.
Yes.
The dragon kraken.
Tremors.
That would be frightening.
I mean, as long as you stay away from the edge, you're technically safe.
I don't like this.
As you encounter 3 plesiosaurs.
Yeah, we're.
Only they could go on land.
What are those?
I mean, they can technically go on land,
Well, I mean, I only could use them as a land.
but yes, plesiosaurs.
What?
They appear to be trapped in this little sort of lake, it seems.
Rattling around. Until Jesse. I'm gonna tend some job.
You're,
Kleistron just points out, as long as we stay, away, we should be fine. Granted, we can't go around that one.
Wait a second. If I jumped into one of their mouths and then used Thunder Step, I could blow up its head.
Perhaps?
3d10 thunder damage, and it can be heard from up to 300 feet away. Yeah.
did you all hit your
Good luck.
heads during our fight?
I got heat stroke. Did
I
get a
was
bit
on
toasty.
fire.
So was I. Not in the good way though.
The choice is yours. Do you want to engage him, or...
We go around. Water is not my friend.
But man, I think they're cool.
Yeah.
You
I wonder what they taste like.
Like fish.
I know,
What kind of fish?
not All.
Tuna, salmon, mackerel.
Well, eventually you break for camp.
First watch.
I'll camp on the edge.
Look.
I'll take second watch. Hopefully this one's better.
Well, you don't see anything.
Next watch.
That'd be me.
Can't puff. Sleep at a third.
Yeah.
You keep your watch.
And while I'm on my watch, I want to look at that sword.
It appears to be of elven make.
Ooh. Is it magic-y?
No, it's a mundane sword.
Just a long sword.
Yep, just a long sword, but of elven make. Perhaps it was even taken during the conquest of the southern elven nation.
Okay.
But yes, your watch is uneventful. Did anyone else actually take the other watches, or is that left to the guards?
I believe we left that to the gods.
Well, you wake up in the morning. Oh, what?
One of these rests, I'm going to give that book to Tyus. First book.
Ah,
The Night of Salamnia.
the knight and his squires.
I think you might be interested in this.
Wait, what's it called?
I
Four
think it was.
shields, one lance.
Yep, 4 shields, 1 lance.
That's an erotic novel. I swear to God.
That
Yeah.
sounds. That,
What
that
I was
honestly
thinking.
sounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just gotta know how to read between the lines. This female knight who keeps taking on all these young squire boys.
And we're moving on.
But, yes, you wake up in the morning and you see several of the troops are cooking some interesting looking meat over the fire.
Have some fun during the night, did you?
We found some octopi in one of the nearby channels. Tried to catch one. Doesn't taste half bad. Gotta chew it. During one of the watches, they ran into some octopi.
Oh.
They caught it and cooked it. It's a bit chewy.
Interesting.
Me already with a mouth roll. Giving a thumbs up.
As you are traveling towards the end of the day, you see a small group of people approaching.
Alrighty. I assume they don't look like soldiers.
They do not. Oh, also, let me double check. The wash is still high. But as they get closer, it appears to be what looks like a small group of hunters. They greet you. There's a lot of you. Don't normally see this many people in one group, and you're obviously not locals. Soldiers, by the looks of things.
That we are.
And as a group finishes arriving, you realize that amongst the group, somebody starts waving and smiles at you all.
Never stopped personally carrying the Dragon head either.
Okay. Did you at least clean it?
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna let it rot.
They all look. Wait. Picked up some bones here in the desert.
No. That did have flesh on it before.
Looks a bit big for a dragonel.
Dragon head.
Right. They just kind of look a little like they don't believe. But you realize that the person waving and stepping forward is Nezra.
Hello again.
I wave back at her. I give her a big smile.
I wasn't expecting to run into you out here. I was helping this group out hunting here in the wastes. Since we're so close to Heart's Hollow, and she points over to this plateau.
Yes, and we luckily are returning triumphant from our recent encounter with that red dragon.
She looks it over. You
I got a
actually...
toe!
Well, definitely a souvenir you want to keep. You actually killed a red dragon. Wow.
It's unfortunate that we had to. But
I don't know if I'd say that, considering they are some of the most hostile and dangerous of all chromatic dragons.
I guess I'll have to take your word on it.
Like I said, I've studied a lot on them.
Did you know that dragons can have human form?
Yeah, it's mentioned that in a few of the books I've read.
Are you a dragon?
I had already asked her that.
Careful, you
I wasn't
can't go
there.
asking
Oh, you
everyone
weren't
if
there,
they're a
but
dragon.
That's a very
Why
silly
not?
question to ask.
No, it's not.
Why would you assume I'm a dragon?
I don't assume that. I'm just asking.
That's
They apparently
ridiculous.
hide out.
She gets down, she crouches and like squats in front of you.
Everyone
Who
roll
knows?
insight.
Maybe I am a dragon. Who knows? Anyone could be a dragon after all.
Roll insight.
Let's see. I want to see it.
Please
I don't
don't
know.
encourage him.
Yeah.
I mean, we talked to a black dragon in human form.
Really?
That's how I know that they can change.
A black dragon talked to you? And how'd you know they were a black dragon even?
Because they had the same voice, and they talked about when we saw them at
They
the other
smelled
camp.
the same too.
Well, that's interesting.
I really do work with an odd group.
She wanted to talk to him in the middle of the night sometime. So I followed him to listen.
She raises an eyebrow looking at Matthias.
I'm glancing at Matthias too, just like,
Late night excursions with the black dragon?
It's not what you
I-
think.
Started
It
as
seems
pleasure,
like dragons
ended
are
in
nice. When they're in their human form, they're really nice. But when they're not, they just hurt people.
Well, that's probably because you've only ever met chromatic dragons, and they're children of Takesis. They can't help it. It's in their nature. They want to hurt people.
Have you ever seen one?
No, I've never seen one. Anyhow, the hunters and I should probably be getting back to Heart's Hollow. We just came out. There's a lot of octopi in the channels right now, so we caught quite a few, and she gestures to several giant octopi that they have caught and killed.
Yes, some of our scouts caught some last night as well.
If you cook them right, they're quite good, but if you cook them wrong, they're kind of flavorless.
I was just going to say poisonous, and I was just going,
wonder if you can make octopi jerky.
Anyhow, like I said, we're gonna get going, so hopefully we see you again.
And yes, we
Okay.
must continue on our way to rejoin our main force.
With that, she waves farewell, and the group heads back to Heart's Hollow.
This is Matthias. He was a pimpin' bitch.
And you all make camp for the night once the sun begins to set. Any watches?
First watch.
I'm going to bed.
Same as I always do.
Alright.
Look, I ain't good at it, but it's part of my personality traits.
Yep, it is a quiet night.
Spooky. Guess I'll turn in.
Alright. Well, Matthias, you are awoken.
By what? Or
I mean-
whom?
You are awoken gently. But you realize that there's somebody else in your tent.
Hey.
As Karnak sits in the corner and stares at you.
I was not ready for that. Here for another visit, are you, Ahkviri?
You turn over on your bedroll and see her just kind of relaxing on the ground, laying beside you.
Damn, should have been me.
Yes, Matthias. And the fact that your tall friend is carrying around a red dragon skull, I assume you were successful.
That it was, though not easy. We did take out the dragon whelp, as you put it, as well as Riteus. I assume one of the commanders, or at least a personal bodyguard of the dragon.
Ah, you even killed a Atreus. Not only the whelp, but his bastard son as well.
Mateus proved more formidable than the dragon did, but we did manage.
You've most certainly proven yourself to be quite the knight, Matthias. And as promised, I will make sure to direct the dragon army the wrong way. You and your little forces from what is even the name of that city? Kelvin?
Calaman.
Yes, Calaman. I will make sure that no one notices the soldiers of Calaman, at least as much as I can.
Then our business is done.
For now, at least. I may call on your services again, if something else ever comes up.
Then I guess I have no choice.
Nonetheless, the sun will be up soon, so you should probably get ready, and I will slip out before any of your troops notice.
That would be preferred, especially if it was to be Griffle or them.
With that, she stands up, walks out the tent, and after a while, you eventually hear the sound of flapping. And it's not the sound of tent flaps. She rolled well on her stealth checks this time.
It's me.
Is it me you're looking for?
No, I just imagine turning back around and Karnex is right there.
What's up? Crazy party last night, man.
You got her in your tent this time. So now the next time she drops in,
Oh, Lord.
I'll high five him.
Any-
We shall continue onwards.
Yep, you guys break camp once more. The wash is staying high for several days now. You march on, and your trip is uneventful during the day as you continue to get closer to the main force, just barely out of range to call in. Assuming they're still at their last known location.
Yes, assuming. Till we get closer to the spot, I will call him in.
Well, you get ready to make camp once more.
Taking first watch.
Yep. During your watch, you look out and you can barely make out some strange-looking silhouettes swimming through one of the canyons.
Alright, I'll let a couple guards know and then head out to check it out.
You head out with the guards, and there are some plesiosaurs passing by.
Not more food. Well, I guess we could eat it.
They'd rather not attack those. They think they look... They're a little intimidated by plesiosaurs.
Okay. Yeah, then I'll return to post.
Alright. The rest of your watch is uneventful.
And I'll turn in.
Troops keep an eye on everything else. Nothing ever happens. Break camp in the morning. And the wash has finally gone out. Odds are those plesiosaurs knew that it was receding and started heading back out to sea before they got trapped inland. Nonetheless, make towards the main force, and as you do, you travel on, and in a small, at this point, puddle, you do notice what appears to be the remains of what looks like some dragon army soldiers.
Eaten or drown?
You're not sure. I mean, they've definitely been picked at, but you're not sure if that was before or after.
Just ignore it. Oh, we forgot to go to that purple portal thing.
Yep, you didn't go back.
It's not marked on the thing
That's
anymore.
fine.
I forgot about it.
Keep moving. If they are still where they were, you'd be in range.
I will give it a try once we set up camp.
Camp is set up. I'm assuming you need to get Druval to take it out.
is what I'm waiting for.
God, did somebody ask me of something?
Can you retrieve the fog gap, please, Duval?
Oh, yeah, sure. I'll go grab the far cap. Here you are. Quiet.
Testing.
It's like, hello?
I mean, Matthias is the one making the call.
Oh.
Yeah. So I don't know if there's no connection going on or.
You didn't say anything. You're just like, I'm like, here you go. And you just like look at it like,
It's
yes.
a radio, not a telephone.
The other side doesn't go ring, 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 ring.
Okay, I'll try to contact Derek.
This is the command tent. Do you need to contact Derek?
Yes, this is Matthias.
Oh, Sir Matthias, I'll get him right away. Give me just a moment. This is Darius. Derek, Matthias, you're back?
That we are. And we bring the skull of the dragon.
Good to know that you were successful. I was fighting a dragon.
Hot.
You would have to ask Karnax and Duval a little more on that. I was a little busy with another dragon, or draconian, by the name of Rteus. He seemed to be the commander of the group.
Well, good to know that we're also hitting their chain of command. Anyhow, I've had to split our forces here. They've started hitting our supply lines. I'm having to maintain a stricter guard on our pathways back to Wrecker's Edge. They haven't actually hit our ships yet, but
Could
there have
only
been a
be
handful
matter
of
time.
skirmishes.
Yes.
Nonetheless, whenever you return, we have not made any attempts on their base that we've located, but by the sounds of things from the reports of my scouts, they have managed to reinforce it since you've been gone.
That could be troubling. And what of
We
their
don't
supply line?
We've managed to make a few strikes, but I'm fairly certain that's why they started hitting ours. Now they know that there's a significant force in the area. We're having to, for lack of a better term, lay low, which is not easy with how many men we have. They apparently have a lot more troops in the area.
Well, maybe Ahkviri will actually follow through with her end of the deal. Keep us a little bit more out of their picture.
I hope so. I can't afford to lose too many men. We don't have a steady means of resupply as is. I don't know when we'll be able to get any reinforcements, assuming Kalaman can even spare them.
I doubt they will.
Well, how soon will you be till you get back to base?
Rough guess, 2 days if you're still in the same spot.
We have maintained just outside the ruins that you labeled Wakenrath,
Yes.
and some kind of elf scholar has shown up in the meantime. He recommends we not head anywhere near it. There's unstable magics.
Ooh.
Then I would take him at his word.
I'm not any member of the Order of High Sorcery, so I agree. Nonetheless, I need to get back to planning our next offensive, so... Is there anything else you need to report?
No, that is all.
Very well. Derek out.
So we're going to Whack-A-Mole, right?
No, we're heading back to the main camp.
Yeah, next to Whack-A-Mole.
Well, anyone taking watches for tonight?
Yes. First.
First
You know what?
watch
I will take first watch with Karnax.
with Karnax.
Oh. I'm going to bed.
I'm on my best behavior. I know he looks up to me, so I gotta set a good example.
Oh god. I literally have to look up to you.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Well, during your watch, wait, double check. You clearly see and recognize at this point Ahkviri in her human form approaching out of the darkness. She's making no attempt to hide herself.
Well,
Another meeting so soon.
Yes, and pleasure to see you again, Kana.
as you.
Nonetheless, I felt I was obligated to inform you. It does me no good to give misinformation to the Dragon Army when your forces remain stationary. It's hard to tell them they're somewhere else when you are staying in one spot.
That is true.
They have not mounted a large offensive yet, but there is one in the planning. They need to muster a force significantly larger than the one you've brought.
Well, that means that we must attack them first.
That is a possibility. I will warn you if you do that. The primary location is at a camp they set up. Although at this point it is more of a base, they've made it rather permanent. They are moving their new war machines there, as well as fresh recruits from the eastern continent.
New war machine.
Yes, more dragon-shaped wagons and such.
That is concerning.
Well, can't say I'm not a little excited.
Other strange metal contraptions. It would seem that they have taken on the services of gnomes that I'm not familiar with. They like their toys, that much is certain.
While I am grateful for this information, I do wonder if there is anything else.
Yes, it is the only information I have right now. And as I stated, I felt a certain obligation to let you know, considering my services are useless, while you remain so helpless.
Could you give us an estimation of how long we have?
I would guess less than a week.
We have a week to plan.
You do. I've done a lot of flying back and forth. I don't feel like going out again tonight. I'm sure you'll be a gentleman, Matthias, and let me use your tent.
Yes, you may have use of my tent.
She smiles at you and just walks into the camp. Several of the guards look confused as she walks in.
I motion to the guards around the camp to stay at ease.
Several of them, I mean, none of them seem particularly concerned in her current form, but a lot of them stare. Especially when she walks into your tent. A lot of whispering starts happening and a few gestures pointing at your tent and then pointing at Matthias. But the rest of your watch is quiet.
Good luck, buddy. Or are you going to be a gentleman and sleep in some other tent?
I'll sleep by the fire.
I say they do have spare tents. You've lost men.
That is true, but are those tents set up?
No, you'll have to take the time to set them up. But you could have done that during your watch.
That is true.
And the guards, I mean, your troops will help you.
Yeah.
Though several of them will question, I mean, I thought the whole point was you're not going back?
Nah, man, do the turbo version. Nothing.
Oh no.
Our next does not help the situation.
I think it brings some laughter to.
Well, your troops help you set up one of the spare tents. And there are spare bedrolls and everything too. Because they had supplies for the men.
Yes.
How old is Matthias?
34.
And you understand courting?
I say the Knights of Solamnia are not technically a militant monastic order.
Who said I'm courting her?
I did.
You're Karnax. You think a lot of things.
I'm a gore child. I'm destined to die in war. You find love where you find it.
Karnak slays dragons. Matthias slays dragons.
Except Karnax didn't slay dragon. Griffle did.
You're right. Griffle is Dragon Slayer.
I'm willing to
Don't
take
forget
all
it.
that credit.
Oh, you guys all helped, but I killed it.
But
Great.
yes,
I guess I
on,
can increase my feats if I kill Griffle then.
on to the next.
Did anyone take any other watches?
I
I don't think anyone did.
Nope.
Well, the rest of the night is uneventful, though when you get up in the morning, your men let you know that your midnight companion left before anyone else was getting up in the early hours of the morning before the sun rose.
Disappointed. That was an actual question, Joe.
Oh, is she disappointed?
And she
You can't-
seemed disappointed.
I mean, the troops don't know. She just got up and left. They were a little concerned because they thought they saw some particularly big dragon elf flying in the distance later.
But never mind that. We continue our march.
Well, you continue on, and as you do, the wash gets high again.
I pushed Griffle in.
Push Griffle in.
No.
Oh, dude.
But as you are traveling, you see a couple giant sharks moving through the waters. Your men want nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
But night begins to fall once more. You set up camp for the night. You should be back at the main force by tomorrow evening.
Excellent. I'll retire back to my tent.
But I'm assuming Karnax keeps his usual first watch.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'll do a second watch. Let one of the guards have a night off.
During your watch, you see something at the edge of the camp in one of the streams created by the wash. You're not sure what.
Suppose I'll let some guards know and I'll investigate.
As you get closer, you see something start to quickly swim away, and it looked quite odd.
I'll chase after it.
Make a perception check.
Dun, dun, dun.
You barely catch the sight of something that has the lower half of a fish, but the upper half of a humanoid. But it almost looks kind of like a draconian. Like a lower half of a fish.
Oh,
We don't
hell
need
no.
dragon mermaids.
But it got away.
Yeah, it swam away. It was very fast in the water.
Alright, I guess I'll return to camp and inform the guards of what I saw, and we'll inform the party when they wake up.
We'll maintain a double watch. We'll keep twice as many men on the perimeter, just in case. I think it's odd that it's so near to where their main base is, but who knows. Anyhow, the guards never wake anyone, so the rest of the night it seems to have been peaceful. Oh wait, you took a watch, Drawal, didn't you?
Yeah, I took second watch.
Yeah, so you can make your check on second watch.
Doo-doo.
Oh my god, Tyler.
Yeah, no. Quiet watch. Uneventful.
That's not your night.
Boy, around.
For how high your pluses are, you just don't perceive anything.
No. My highest thing is my intimidation. That's a +7.
And you never intimidate anything!
Because I usually don't get to the point of intimidating anything.
Well,
He needs to land damage for that to happen.
And when I do land damage, I just kill them outright. And a lot of them.
that is true. You do tend to do the finishing blow.
And then you
But
can
when-
intimidate them! But they had a
Yeah.
dragon, so...
Yeah.
You break camp, you head out, and by late afternoon, you regroup with the main army force.
This is just a day after talking to Ahkviri.
Yeah,
So it's best if we go find Darrett.
and as you arrive, you realize that they have definitely made a very solid defense here themselves. There's a reason they haven't moved. And Pleistron, as he accompanies, brings up the point. You guys brought an entire village out here?
I guess you could equivalent that to our army.
Never seen this many people, or like a structure like this. Outside of Heart's Hollow, obviously.
I am the only one here.
You're not the only one here.
I only see me.
It is dark.
It is dark.
It is.
I see.
You just can't. It's not turned on or something.
Rift
Your dark vision always gets turned off. How much dark vision do you have?
Gackus.
How much?
I have 120 feet.
I don't know why it always turns off your dark vision.
Like, I can see everything up here, but I couldn't see anything from, like, where the light
Well,
hits.
those areas are lit. The camp is lit.
I feel like how we were just in a line.
Yes, as you approach. You can see that they've built walls and defenses.
Nice.
But yes, I will need my drift globe so I can see what little feet I need.
Just say the magic word.
Gackus.
You can see it, right?
E.
Yeah, I mean, this is just basically to let you see the entrance that they have built a rather...
They build themselves a base.
Yep. There's a reason, like I said. They haven't moved for a reason.
Well, let's go find Derek.
Walking on sunshine.
The saddest episode of Futurama.
No.
Carnix, are you holding up your prize skull?
Of course.
You walk in, holding your prized skull to show off.
So I'm sure they've heard rumors that we were off to go fight a dragon.
Probably.
Would Griffin like to show off his toe?
As needed.
Did
Then
he
get
even
on my
clean that?
shoulders, and we'll parade to the camp.
He's been carrying around a rotten toe.
I mean, how many days has it been?
It's a rotten toe.
Almost a week.
It's gotten a little ripe.
Oh yeah, it would have got ripe. It wouldn't have been rotten yet.
No,
It'd just be on the verge
we're
of
in
rotting.
the heat. Yes, we're in the heat. That increases the speed of it.
The heat of the moment.
But you walk further into the camp.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get on my shoulders, Griffin.
Sure.
We parade proudly through the camp.
A skull and a toe.
See,
Where
that
is
was
it?
a gnome. Who's that? Can't
Where's the
see
gnome?
what that is.
You see one of the, well, you can't see him very well, just barely through the light coming from inside the tent. But one of the sergeants standing outside that tent. You see one of the, not recruits, the conscripts here, just hanging around. Most of the troops are actual Kelman line soldiers. Got a mercenary over here, and yeah, like, different levels of equipment and training, so to speak.
I'm pretty sure I saw the gnome in there.
No one knows.
Well, I guess while I'm walking past this guy, I'll ask where Derek is. He's in his
He
command
literally
tent.
just gestures into the tent that he's standing in front of.
Derek's in this tent?
Oh, that guy. I thought you were talking about this guy.
No, this guy.
The sergeant. No.
Okay.
Darrett is in the command tent alongside Cudgel and Raven. As well as Patina.
Wow, that gnome token, the art.
That is the specific art of her character. But the problem is, if I recall right, the artwork for her character, she's like way in the background.
Yeah.
They took the artwork from this image.
Oh.
Still love the goblin there.
Yeah.
He looks way too happy to be after that chick.
I'm just saying, like, she's way back there, so
I
it's
know.
a super zoomed in image of her.
Yeah.
But yes, you walk in as they appear to be discussing tactics and strategies, and you see the large-scale far gab set up on the table over there. Much larger noise horn that the noise comes out of, but a much smaller unit to speak into. But immediately, Darrett welcomes you. It's good to see you back, Matthias, Karnax, all of you. I'm glad that you all survived your encounter with the dragon and made it all the way back here. Any more news? Anything new to report?
Yes, the dragon army is preparing for an assault upon our camp. It seems we've overstayed our welcome here.
I was worried that might be a possibility when we started to dig in more, but I wasn't sure when you'd be back or where to go next. I sent the scouts further afield, and that's how we found the base as well as their various supply routes, but for every caravan we hit, they attempt to hit 2 of ours, and we simply don't have the men to spare to maintain our supply routes' defenses that well.
And it doesn't help that they control the air.
Yeah, that probably helps them in finding us easier. Whereas we just send men on horseback occasionally, but primarily on foot. It's not easy to traverse these lands.
No, it is not. Sure, the things we've seen in the waters.
Which reminds me, at the last time we made our encampment, I came across something weird. Some aquatic-based creature. It almost looked like one of the draconians.
You telling me that they swim now?
I couldn't say for sure. It outran me. But something to be wary of.
Great. I'll add it to the list. Raven makes a comment. I grew up in a fishing village, and the idea of half-dragon fish people is quite concerning. I would definitely not want to run into them. Meanwhile, Cudgel simply mentions, if you ask me, we need to go on the offensive. We need to start killing more of them, show them that we're a force to be reckoned with. Then they'll think twice about attacking us. I don't remember, did I ever... Yeah. I don't think I ever shared this.
Nope.
Yes, that is Raven. Previously Mayor Raven, but now just Raven. In command of the conscripts, Cudgel in command of her mercenary forces, and Darrett in command of the actual military. You know what I could do? This.
Ah! No, keep warrior Derek.
He's at least 13 years older than young Grant.
Oh god, he came through the tent!
There's a slit in the side of the tent comes through.
Is he just running around the camp? Brian, what are you doing?
Well,
Exploring.
Anything I want.
But it does seem that their camp might not have enough troops to handle us at this point. But they are supposedly getting new machines. Built by gnomes, apparently.
At that, Katina goes, machines? Built by gnomes? Any idea what they are?
Well, apparently more your grass cutter thing.
It was never meant to be a weapon. I don't want them to use them for war. That was never the intention, but at this point, I just hope they haven't figured out how to make more of them.
Well, if they have other gnomes on their side, I believe they would be able to, would they not?
That is a possibility. I can't believe any gnomes would be willing to join the dragon army, though.
We don't know
Not-
if they're willing.
I find it highly unlikely that any unwilling gnome would create anything. Or at least they'd make it difficult.
But it's possible they don't know.
That they don't know what?
What
That they're working for an army? I mean, if you were to trick that many well, maybe it's not that many, but if you were to trick gnomes multiple times, I don't know. I just hope things aren't too bad.
I'll put the dragon skull on the table. We're already dealing with things none of us believe exist.
They all just stare at a moment silently.
We can't rule anything out.
I agree, Darrett responds. If we really are up against dragons, at least you've proven that we can kill them. And that potentially, some might even be on our side. Or at the very least, willing to cooperate.
For now.
The enemy of my enemy is not my enemy right now.
Yes.
Regardless, at most, I believe we have 5 days to prepare.
Maybe 6.
Well, she said a little less than a week, but
Prepare for an offensive, you said?
That's the time frame.
So are we... What exactly are we attacking? Are we attacking that camp that we were talking about before?
actually, I mean, they're taking prisoners here.
Are you asking if they're taking prisoners here in the
Well,
Calaman
no,
camp?
if they, because we were in there, where there was a possible, like, did everything we saw going through, was there multiple levels to that place? So, was that prison area the only prison area that we passed by and went into? Or?
In the camp you were in, but they're referring to a different camp.
Oh, this is a different place. Got it.
Yes.
And I don't know what this place is doing. What is this camp for?
And it just appears to be, for lack of a better term, the exact same thing we're doing. But from the reports, they've got more troops than we do. And as you've brought up, they have siege weapons, or I don't know what else you'd call them. Machines? More of those metal dragons.
And other unknowns. Potentially.
Potentially, yes. Which, on that topic, Tatina, you've got some new equipment that you recommended for our spearhead? Yes, I created something new that I'm hoping will be helpful. This one relies a little more on magic, but still, I think will be... I'm not used to designing things for the sake of combat, so it's one of my first forays.
Oh, please tell me it's tanks.
She proceeds to pull out a handful of what essentially look like armbands.
Well,
Oh boy. Well, I want to step forward and take a look at him.
I don't remember what it's from, but the phrase "old boy" reminds me of someone took something and immediately shoved it in his mouth. So I'm like, he's just eating the armbands. Oh boy!
She walks up to you. I've been focusing on learning how to use, it's a dwarven tradition, but essentially runes, and combining them with some of the various artificer knowledge that I have. It is what I call a shield band.
Ooh.
She she holds it out so that you just need to put it on your arm. You wait through to hold out your arm.
I will hold out my arm.
And she puts it on your arm, and then she taps the runes on the side of it. And as long as it is active, you will be able to, for lack of a better term, be shielded from a certain amount of damage. The technical way it works in game is, while you have it on, it gives you 20 temporary hit points.
Nice.
which recharge on any short rest.
Okay.
Well, goddamn. That's incredible.
And how many of these do you have?
I've only been able to make 5 so far. The convenience is unlike most other magic items, relying on the artificer magic that I am used to. There's no attunement necessary. It can be applied to anyone who puts one on.
Should definitely prove useful.
Karnax would have loved that earlier.
Yes.
But yes, that is her new item. You where I put it.
Should give one to all of us.
Oh, she has 5, so
Someone
Yeah,
will be
it's-
left out.
yes.
I definitely think that Matthias and Karnak should have one.
Specifically me, it would be more like 40 HP because I have all the bruises.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just hope I don't break it when it flex.
Oh, and I never provided this to Matthias. Yes, we will be calling it here.